Hi guys, Jason from JV8 Carpy Adventures, and you join me on another Friday after work o'clock, again back at Mousehole Lakes. And funny enough, I am again back in Kestrel swim free. So the last vlog, I'm back here again. So I've got to get all set up and all the rest of it. So for now we're going to roll that intro, but we'll get on with it soon. Alright guys, so I've got the bivvy up and I've got the rods ready to go out, simply because the weather's not exactly great, really windy, there's rain on and off, sun's actually coming out a little bit as well, which is crazy. You're getting everything at the minute. So as I said, I am on Kestrel swim free. This is the swim I was in on my last visit here 2 weeks ago. I had one fish. I'll let you know straight off the back guys, I bought a scratch card, I didn't win. Now last year that meant I was going to blank. My last visit here, I didn't win and I had a fish within an hour, so I don't know, let's see if it continues that way. Alright guys, so this week I'm kind of doing a bit of a side review on Nash Scopex squid. Never used them before, so I'm going to be using them entirely on the whole session. But for now, because I need to get set up and all the rest, I'm just going to show you where I'm putting the rods out. And I'm going to stick with the margin, sorry guys, I'm going to stick with a channel on this session, because on my last visit here on day 2, so the Saturday, I did see quite a few fish show there. I did put rods on them and I didn't catch, but that doesn't mean I won't this week. So I'm going to be going for the channel, I'm going to swing the camera around and I'm going to show you me getting the rods out. All of them this week, I will tell you what's on them. They are Scopex squid. I've gone, the first one is actually a bottom bait with a little yellow topper with a small mesh bag full of 12mm Scopex squid with a little bit of crumb, and Parker Baits Scopex flat spot. All of them have got the same things going on them guys. The middle rod I think was a white pop-up 15mm Scopex squid of course, with a little mesh bag of freebies, and the last one was a wafter again with a mesh bag of freebies. But I'm going to swing the rod round. It's not very often you see me casting, so I'm going to get these out hopefully and then start getting set up, because I need to do it before it gets dark. Alright guys, like I said, all three are going in this channel you can see in front of me, so that's between the Reed Island on the left and the main island on the right. I'm starting with it a little bit closer, so just off the corner of the island with the right hand rod, and then gradually in a diagonal moving more forward to about 15 wraps on the last rod. So let's get those out guys. Alright guys, that's the first rod out, let's get the second one out. Alright guys, well I did mess up the last one, so I need to redo it, so let's get it out. Alright guys, so that's it, all three rods are in. I'm fishing. I don't know whether this lens is going to be too close to show you, but there you go. So the rods are in, and today you'll see that I am pointing them down. This is because there are swans here and they do come right round, so it may or may not help me. It may work against me. I might need to actually have my tips up, because I know they like to come into the bank, but initially I've got line in the water, rods in the water, and we'll try it that way first. So now I've got to get set up guys, and then I'll give you an update after that. Alright guys, so rods are in, I'm set up. I know it's going to start getting dark soon, obviously we're still on winter o'clock. So I don't think I even mentioned what vlog it is. We are on vlog number 38 guys, and if you didn't catch it, I'm at Mousehole Lakes again, and I'm on Kestrel swim free, which yes, if you've been up to date on my vlogs, that actually was the last swim I was in here at Mousehole. So on that occasion I kind of caught one fish within the first hour, and then after that nothing. I blanked. Oh, I didn't blank, I caught one fish. So I was keen to get back in here actually, I'll be honest. I was offered swim 4, which has produced here recently, or swim 3, and I've kind of gone for swim 3. Couple of reasons for that guys. One, it's quite windy here at the minute. We've got southwesterlies and then westerlies, we've got rain, we've got high winds. I'd rather have them behind me than coming into me. So I didn't want to be on the opposite side of the lake where I'd have the winds coming into me. To be fair, for the whole weekend it would just be horrible. So yeah, mainly made my choice for the weather. But not only that, last time I was here, so 2 weeks ago, I caught off the island. Great, brilliant. Then the swans came and I had to move off the island. I moved into the channel because I had seen about 5 shows during Saturday, and I was like, oh, never see that many fish here, happy days, let's get on the channel, move back into swim free and get in the channel. So I'm keen to start off in the channel and work the channel the whole weekend and see how I get on. Now also on a separate little vlog I'll be doing a little review of Nash Scopet squids. So this week I'm using their 12 mils. Obviously we're still in winter o'clock, so I don't want to use big baits, I just want to go for small baits, downgrade my hook size and that sort of thing. And although that said, I have got some 15mm white pop-ups on as well, and that's on a Viper rig, which you've probably seen on the channel before, and if I catch on it I'll be sure to show you it again, guys. I'm probably not going to redo the rods because they've not been in for an awful lot of time and it's going to start getting dark soon, so I'm not unhappy with where they are. In fact, I'm happy with where they are. So I've got into the swim, clipped up all 3 rods, put the rigs on, put a little mesh bag full of 12 millers on there that, like I said, have been soaked in Parker Baits Scopex flat spot, and I'll be honest, you can see a flat spot out there on the water at the minute, so it clearly does what it says it's meant to do. Unfortunately there has been a few cormorants around here, so I'm hoping they don't duck down on my baits. They were ducking down earlier and they seem to have shot off for now, which is good. So if I get anything, guys, I'll be sure to let you know. You're right, guys, quick little update. Phil, the bailiff here, is actually fishing in swim 1, so just 2 swims along for me. He's just had a nice little fish, nice common, about £16 I think it is. So happy days, well done Phil, nice one mate. Oh guys, as well, so next week I'm actually getting to fish again, which I'm excited about, but I'm actually going to Linear Fisheries up in Oxford, and I'm going with Connor, and we're both going to be fishing on Hunt's Corner. So I've never fished it before, I've only been up to Linear once. I've fished Oxleys in terrible conditions and blanked, so I'm really looking forward to that, guys. So stay tuned to the channel, and hopefully next week, or maybe it might be 2 weeks after this one, you'll see Linear. Fingers crossed I can get some fish there. But for now, let's concentrate on this water, eh? Morning guys, so Saturday morning, about 6:30, and obviously by that lack of footage I've had nothing during the night, not even a bleep. So obviously I've been thinking about it, what am I going to do today, and think I might just grab the bait boat. I did just want to cast today as practicing for next week for Linear, but I want to get out more bait, and unfortunately because I've got like 12 millers, I'm not going to be able to catapult them out to where I need to get them to. You can't spod here, so I can't spod them out. So the only way of getting them out and putting a good spread of bait is really to put them out in a bait boat. So I think I'm probably going to end up getting a bait boat and just putting them out that way, guys. Get a bit of a bigger spread of bait with the 12 millers around a bigger area. So I'm going to stick with them. Obviously I'm doing a bit of a Nash review as well on the Scopet squid, so I am going to stick with them. As always, the rods are going to stay in until probably 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then I'll pull them out for a comfort break and make up some fresh rigs. Might end up putting yellow toppers on all of them, to be, oh well, not the white, I've got white pop-ups, I won't put anything on that, but the match the hatch ones, I might put yellow toppers on both just to add a bit of colour in there. I think that's probably it, guys. So I'm going to let you have a little look at how it is at the minute, because it is particularly beautiful out there, I've got to be honest. I mean, it always is lovely waking up here, but the colours are just amazing. It looks fantastic. It's really lovely waking up to this. Also guys, sorry, whilst I remember, I've had a few messages from you lovely people out there, wishing Emma well. Thank you very much. I will pass them all on to her today when I speak to her later. She will appreciate it, guys, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's kind words are always welcome. So I'm gonna have a coffee, watch the water, pray I see something to go at. I am going off of some shows I saw last time I was in this swim, which was obviously 2 weeks ago, so it doesn't mean they're anywhere near that today. I did have to move one of my rods last night in the dark as guys moved into pegs 1 and 2, so I've moved one of them over a little bit. But unfortunately, yeah, I haven't heard any alarms go off, so I'm not sure if anyone else was caught, but we'll find out later. So for now, guys, I'm gonna have that coffee, watch the water, but like I said, I will show you what it's looking like out there. I mean, how beautiful does that look, guys? Absolutely stunning. Hi guys, so your Saturday morning update. It's approximately 11:30. I've had my comfort break, had a walked around, spoke to a few people, booked some more dates in at Mousehole because you've got to book them in early, guys. And now I'm ready to go to some new spots. Now, I was going to be casting this weekend, but I kind of want to be putting out a bit more bait. If I just show you quickly, I've just been putting out about 15 boilies in a mesh bag. I want to put out a little bit more, so I've gone and got the bait boat. I'm going to set up pretty much the same spots I was on yesterday and send them out with a bait boat with a little bit more bait. I've got it down here waiting, guys. So that's just 12mm Scopex squid with some crumb and some Parker Baits Scopex flat spot. I will say, when I put them out yesterday, you did notice where the flat spot was, so yeah, good stuff. So as you can see, guys, starting on the right hand rod, slip D, 12mm wafter with half a yellow topper. This is the exact same rig that went in last night. It's staying. It's a 15mm white Scopex squid pop-up on a Viper rig. If you haven't seen that, look into one of my other reviews. And this is going to be a double 12mm wafter. Sits lovely above that hook on a slip D. So those are the rigs, guys. I will show you the spots, probably on the map, or I will point them out to you later, guys. Okay, so but for now, let's get the rods out, get the bait in, and fingers crossed we can have a fish. Alright guys, Saturday afternoon and the rods are in. I would have already shown you what's going on what, and I'll quickly show you here on the map where they are. So I've gone for spots A, B and D, but there's nothing quite like seeing in the flesh, guys. So here you go, I'm in the channel. Our first point, you're gonna have to forgive my finger, guys. So the corner of this island, I'm about 1 foot in and 1 foot forward, so 1 foot that way and 1 foot that way from the corner of this island, guys. So the next one is actually in the channel, so it is in the channel in the middle here, and the last one is over to the reed island, tight to the reed island, on the bank that is facing me on, so it's obviously my left hand side, but it's the right hand side bank of the island. So all of those have gone out with a good scoop of 12mm Scopex squid boilies, and because I wanted to get a bit more colour in, I've put a sprinkling of corn over each of them, guys. So fingers crossed I can get something for you this afternoon. Rain is meant to be coming in soon for most of the day, so I'm probably going to have it up letterbox style, and maybe even get the waterproofs on just in case I do have that run. I can run out. I like to be prepared rather than getting soaked. So fingers crossed, guys. Hope it can happen. I have done a walk around. There has been a couple of fish out, or a few fish out on the complex, so let's see if I can make it happen. Fingers crossed. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it, and let's hope I can bring you a fish and not blank. Evening, guys. So it's about 6:30 Saturday evening, pitch black out there, finally stopped raining for a little bit. so I thought I'd give you a bit of an update. So I put the rods out probably about noon, really 11:30 noon, and that's where they've stayed, and that's where they're gonna stay for now. So the only thing I decided to do after a few hours of nothing happening is shoot back to the van. Rod kindly looked after my rods for me. Grab my throwing stick and some boilies and put a load of boilies out around my rods with the throwing stick, so there's a wide disperse of bait. And it's about that time where I'm going to do the same thing again. So I thought I'd give you a quick little update before I do. And the tactic is I'm going to keep every couple of hours, just fling out probably about 10 baits over each rod. So probably about 30 baits in total. And I'm not looking to be super accurate, I'm just literally looking to spread them all around, and that's really the point of using the throwing sticks, to be fair. Not only that, I mean, it's pitch black out there, I probably won't be getting them anywhere near where I want them to. But again, that's alright, I want to spread a bait, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep doing that, guys, in hope that I might be able to get some sort of response. Happy enough with the spots. Haven't seen any fish in all my time here at the minute, apart from taking a photo for Phil on Friday. I haven't seen any fish at all, guys. So I'm going to keep watching the water, keep listening out, and got my fingers crossed, praying to those carp gods I can get one before tomorrow morning. If I do, I'll be sure to give you an update, guys. Thanks for watching. Morning, guys. So Sunday morning, about 6 o'clock. As you can probably hear, it's raining pretty hard at the minute, and obviously that lack of footage means I haven't had anything through the night. So I have been up a couple of times during the night with a throwing stick, getting some boilies out there, trying to instigate some sort of reaction, but unfortunately nothing so far, guys. So it's been pretty hard going. Kind of been sitting here for a little while, just made a coffee, and I'm thinking about what to do. I don't necessarily have to rush off this morning. I do need to go to Emma's, but I don't have to rush off, so there's a chance I might actually redo the rods, which is something I don't normally do before bite time. But I'm thinking I've been on the same bait since Friday and I've not had a knock, I've not had anything, so I'm thinking of changing all the rods over to yellow, basically. Put a yellow wafter, probably a Parker Baits OG Fish wafter. I've got some small 12 millers. I might go in for the larger size if I can find them in my tub, and just put some three yellow baits out with a small mesh bag full of yellow pineapple express boilies. That's what I think I'm going for, guys. Sorry, let me just wipe the lens, it's fogging up. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so I think I'm going to probably have my coffee. I can't say I'm watching the water, guys, because I've got the door up at the minute just because of how heavy it's raining, and that's something I hate doing. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so decisions, you know. I am normally one that will always say leave your rods in, but I think I've given it a fair old try. I have actually put corn out with all the baits last night and used the bait boat, so I could put a fair bit of bait out. So, you know, I think there should be something enticing there for them, but obviously not happening for me at the minute. That's not to say that, you know, if I leave the rods out, they might go before 10 o'clock. You know, they very well could. But I'm just in a bit of a quandary, you know. Do I bring them all in and change them all? It's one of those things, guys. So I think I'm going to drink my coffee, wake up a bit more, think on it a bit more. I mean, my gut feeling is rods have been in from Friday on the Scopex squid, and I've not really had much, well, I've not had any reaction off of it at all, to be fair. So I think I'll probably switch to something else. Give you a bit of an update later, guys. Thanks for watching. Morning, guys. So Sunday morning, 7 o'clock, and I still haven't had anything on the Nash Scopex squid. So I'm hopefully here for a few more hours. I've decided to go to what used to be my absolutely go-to bait. These guys are Bait Solutions Pineapple Tigers. They're all wafters. The last one here is a cork dust wafter. These are actually the very last two of this kind I've got. I've got no more, but They are the one bait I've caught the most amount of fish on anywhere, that I could go anywhere and catch with. So I've got limited time, I need to try and get a fish on the bank. This is what I'm going for. They're all going out with a small little mesh bag of Pineapple Express. And I've got my fingers crossed, guys. Let's hope I can try and get a fish on the bank and not blank. Morning, guys. So it's 7:30 Sunday morning, and instead of packing up, I've just redid my rods. I would have shown you what's going on them. Something I've got massive faith in. Bait Solutions, Pineapple Tigers. I've caught more fish on that than anything else. I'm not going to do the pointy thing, guys. I'm just going to roughly show you that channel that you can see between the Reed Island on the left and the main island on the right. I've put 3 across that channel, guys. So nice and simple. 2 of them are the original wafters, one of them's a cork dust wafter. I've caught on both of those, guys, so I'm confident with it. They've all gone out with a little mesh bag, and fingers crossed I can bring you a bite, guys. God, been quite barren. I believe there's only been 1 fish out from swim 6, which is the swim directly opposite me on the other side of the bank. So morning, guys. Whilst it's not raining, I thought I'd give you the last update. I am going to call a close to this session. Now, I am still going to be fishing for a little bit, so if I do end up catching a fish, I will be sure to put it in the vlog. But for now, I just want to let you know I have been trialling Nash Scopehead Squid for most of the weekend. In fact, until Sunday morning 7 o'clock, when I then changed over to Bait Solutions Pineapple Tigers, which is the bait I've caught the most amount of fish on. So I'm trying to give it that last go, guys, just to pray I can get something before I leave and bring you a fish. Once again, I've been at Mousehole Lake swim 3. Unfortunately, it's been a weekend where there hasn't been a lot of fish out over the whole of the complex, and I think there's actually only been 2 out on this lake. So I know Phil the bailiff had one on Friday because I took a picture for him, so well done, Phil. And I believe the chap in swim 6 had one Friday evening as well. So since then, nothing else has been out. We are in winter o'clock, guys, so you know, it is harder fishing. It has been raining for most of the weekend. It's stopped temporarily for now, but it's due to start up again in a minute. So yeah, I mean, I'm not too disappointed. Once again, you know, fishing for me is about getting out on the bank, having some time to myself and enjoying my surroundings. And as you've probably seen throughout most of my posts, Mousehole Lakes is my #1 choice place to be. It is beautiful here. You get your food brought to the swim. I just had a couple hash browns, which were lovely. Thank you, Joe. You know, it really is a fantastic venue, guys, and if you haven't tried it, get yourselves booked on. And that's probably the only hard thing, guys, getting yourselves booked on. I was fortunate enough to sit down with Joe yesterday, and I've managed to book up dates till the end of 2024, so I've booked myself in up to December. So the Mousehole Diaries will continue until then at least, and fingers crossed I can try and bring you some more fish. So I just want to say once again a massive thanks to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. There is news of a competition coming soon. I will put the post up soon. It's just, I didn't realise there's rules and regulations you've got to follow to do so. I wanted to do it on a short, and that's probably not the right way, because I've got to put a list of my official rules and specify it's not sponsored by YouTube and that sort of thing. So there's loads of guidelines you've got to follow, guys, and that's the only reason I haven't done it yet. So there is a free giveaway coming. I'm happy to tell you now what it is. It's going to be a £100 Angling Direct gift card. That way I can literally do an e-gift card and email it out to whoever wins, and I'll be sure they get it. So once again, guys, thank you for your support. Thank you for those who have subscribed. If you haven't, hit that subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to my vlogs, guys, or to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it really does help me out. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to be notified of future posts, hit that bell icon. Once again, thank you for watching, guys. It only leaves me to say, stay safe, stay fishing. I'll see you on the next vlog.